Hi, my loves. Welcome to my channel. It's your girl, Be My BB Actress. Welcome to Born to Be Free. Guys, I'm starving. I just spent half of the day at the police station, two different police stations to be exact. I'm eating bread and butter. I feel like cooking today, but the place I'm at, I'm happy. Who justice was served. Justice wasn't like really. It's not that deep, but anyway, this is just an update video just to update everything on the property. Let me eat some of this bread because I'm hungry and I need to record this content. So, mm-mm. Mm. This is bread and margarine. So good. Yeah. There are five people. Five flew in there, just died in there. Well, at least I drank most of it. But anyways, guys, just to update you all, the place, everything that was supposed to be fixed in place has been fixed. Everything's done. The roofing, the dirt, the bugs, termites, everything has been fixed. My place looks fresh. They repainted the place. I didn't cover anything. Of course, because that was supposed to be done before I moved in. But I did give the worker some thank you money. I mean, I couldn't watch people do that kind of work and not give them something. Um, Especially the person that did the painting and the cleaning of the place. Um, but yeah, let me tell you guys why I spend half of my day at the police station. Because I don't want to make this video too long. Plus, I'm hungry. I want to eat this bread. Okay, so I noticed shortly after the work was done, I noticed that my camera was missing. So keep this in mind that usually when I have people over, I usually hide certain like technical devices and move things around. Um, but I noticed that my camera was missing because I was trying to shoot this content on my camera. Um, but yeah, I noticed it was missing. So I told myself, hey B, don't jump to conclusion. Plus it was a long day. It was almost like my body was recovering from the renovation things they did in a place because that other noise that was no joke. The constant pounding and moving stuff and moving things around, it was just like wow, you know? So I was just like, okay, let's give ourselves to tomorrow to kind of reassess everything and then thoroughly check the place before we jump to conclusion. And that's exactly what I did. So the next day I checked everything. My camera was in there. So okay, today got up, put my place together, and I went to the police station. I went to the first station, chatted with two officers, and they came. We took a look at. They came to the place, took a look at everything, and they wanted to speak with the girl that oversees this place, the landlord. What an interesting title. But I didn't know. I don't know what I did with her number. It was in my old phone that gotten damaged. So the next thing was I did inform them that the chairman lived lived down the street, not too far from me. So we went there. They weren't available as well. Um, one of their someone did call them, like one of the family members that was there. They called them, but they weren't available. They were unavailable, so no one picked up. So the officers took down all of my information and said when you get in contact with the chairman or the landlord, reach back out to us and then give us the information, and then we would like to speak with all of you and so forth. And I was like, okay. But me and my brain, I came back home. I was like, bitches, what did you do with the numbers? But anyways, I was able to retrieve the numbers and so forth. So I got the numbers. Went back to the station. But when we were going to the station, I forgot to tell the guy to go to the other station instead of the other one. So he took me to the other one, which is fine. I just had to go over everything again, and then the lady wrote down everything. So there were a couple of officers in there, recording, everything and so forth. And yeah, and so I gave them the number. They reached out to the landlord. She didn't pick up. They reached out to her partner. He picked up, and he said he was on his way to Duport Road, but he would turn around and come back. And I guess she finally picked up or called back, and pretty much they came to the station. He came first, and I was clearly like I was trying to capture just a little glimpse of the police station, but he made it seem like he told the officers that I was recording him. I was calling him TV roll. Wow. But anyways, she showed up later. We're talking, and I guess they're saying there's another way to handle the situation. But I was like, didn't y'all call the cops on me? Y'all made it seem like it was okay. Y'all called the cops on me because I wouldn't let y'all in my place. It made it seem like it was okay. But why can't I come to the police station and talk to them? But anyways, the officer took control of the situation, very professional, and he kept saying like, did she thoroughly check the place and blah blah blah. This is the guy, like the other landlord. Technically, I might as well call him the landlord because he's usually with her, and then he technically knows more about the place and certain things than she does. Um, so yeah, he was like, "Did you thoroughly like check the place?" And I was like, "Yeah," because at that point the case was supposed to go up to another level. So the officers were like, "Okay, here's the deal. Let's go back, thoroughly check your place because the landlords kept insisting that maybe I didn't really like thoroughly check the place." I was like, okay, whatever, let's go. It's fine. And the officer talked to me. She was like, let's make sure everything's good because it's gonna go up to the next level, and it would be like a different ballgame. So we want to make sure that you want to cross your T's and dot your I's. That's the best way to put it. So I came in. All of my stuff was on the bed. Like I moved everything, shook everything, went through everything again. It wasn't where I put it or where a camera would be. Then I looked in my dirty clothes basket. My camera, my baby, was in my dirty clothes basket at the bottom because that's where it was. And I was happy. I didn't care about anything else. Like I was just happy that I found my camera because my camera is expensive. It's over 300. I know it might not be much to some of you, but to me that's a lot of money. It's my baby. It holds a lot of memories. It has a lot of memories on there too. So now I found a camera. Now somebody won't be jumping off and down. Officer, and you see landlord. Okay. Let me eat some of my bread. Hungry. Mm-mm-mm. Mm, juicy. Yeah, somebody kept talking to him, like the, I know, we're just gonna call her Kay. And you see that they continue can get people in trouble. That's smart thing, Jake. Jay, imagine we find that thing they won't be on out here. I'm like, girl, whatever. I don't ever put my camera in the dirty clothes basket. But since you're sister, we come back and double check. We came back and checked. I found my camera. I was excited. Now, her partner, he then decides to keep pushing the case about me calling him TV roll, recording him without his consent on the at the police station. That he was trying to get me for defamation of character. Look at the video. He kept pushing. The officer said, "Did you record?" I was like, "Yeah, I always record him." Y'all gonna see him throughout all of my content. He's always in my content. You know, he's always doing something. He's either playing with my face, doing something, waving. He's always everywhere. That one that can overtalk me to death gets on my nerve, but somehow we still like each other business. But yeah, anyways, that's what happened. We went back to the station and said they weren't for pressing charges for like defamation of character. The video didn't show anything. They had me apologize to him. I apologized. He didn't like the way I apologized because it seemed like I was laughing. I'm like, I'm excited because I found my camera. But anyway, in a nutshell, that's what happened. Um, but I realized that people do not like police business in Liberia because this whole place was quiet. When the two officers showed up, when I showed up with them, like you can hear pins drop. Like place got quiet. It's almost like people when people were hiding. I was like, what just happened? You know, but yeah, that's what happened. Um, but in a nutshell, I got my camera. You'll see my dirty gold basket. It's flat and some people out. People are busy eating their sweet brown butter with juice. And I can't get no inside. I don't know if it fell inside. But, oh yeah, and that guy that y'all saw in the other clip, the one I was arguing with, he worked on this building, like I'm sitting in front of my neighbor's place. He worked on this building after the previous tenant left. They were fixing a place. Like I said, I'm not selfish. I don't put everyone in the same category. When they were working, I know the workers don't make the same amount as, whoever they're working for. Sometimes they don't even make much. So early that morning, he saw me buying greens. He been pretending like he was trying to talk to me. You're gonna be my girlfriend, whatever. Go away. um, he saw me buying greens early in the morning. And he was like, "Oh, you come and cook greens?" He was like, "Make sure you take out my own food." And I was like, when I cook the food, I cook it differently because I'm vegan. He said he didn't care. I said, "Look, I don't want to come steam my greens and be eating it, enjoying it with rice, and then you can't say it again. I don't know how to cook because I can cook my food the way I like it." So I gave him some kobo. I gave him probably like $300 LD, two something 300. And I said, just buy kobo. The kobo lady coming around. But even after that, he still asked for some food out. Even when I bought eggs, boil it, put the eggs on the side of the food, with the greens, potato green, fried potato greens and rice. Put egg on the side, so you just have something extra in there. Because I'm vegan, I don't eat any meat. Um, yeah, he ate. It was done. But then that same day, the other guy that I've mentioned in the past that kept trying to get close to me, but I didn't think he had like good intentions. He came around. They started speaking in codes, but I could understand like the dog, that dog this, that dog that. That dog just bought a bunch of, like furnitures. I know she thinks she's something, whatever, whatever. They were talking. I overheard them. So I knew, I was like, oh, okay, so you're one of those. Okay, whatever. Left him alone. He kept trying to come around. I told him to leave me alone. Haven't spoken to him ever since he came around for like 2 weeks straight, did his work and stuff. I didn't talk to him. I ain't bother myself with him because I overheard them. Now, when they were cleaning the place, he kept doing things to provoke me. He probably did that provoking so he can go get my camera. I'm just kidding. We found a camera in my dirty clothes basket. I just kidding. The camera didn't go anywhere. It just ended up in the dirty clothes basket. But yeah, he kept doing stuff to provoke me. He said he was gonna attack me, like whatever, like I'm scared of you. So that's what that whole argument was about. He kept entering in place, doing stuff like when I try to pass, he would be sitting in a row. Oh, don't bump into me. Like I've never invited him into my place. Whatever. That's what happened. He was doing stuff to provoke me, so I told him to leave my place, and that's how all of that started. Mm. Okay, guys. Just to add, before someone else say I left some of the story out, just to see exactly how everything happened. Um, the workers in here, there was like at least four guys going in and out. There's a lot of dust. They kept telling me to leave the place. Like I was really trying to sit in there, but I couldn't because they dismantled everything in the living room, like the entire roof. Like they moved me. Um, in the living room, also the second room, and then also around like both the front porch and the back porch. So if it's not, just to clarify, I wasn't just looking at these two individuals, like the technically the landlords. I just reported what had happened because there was a lot of people in here and they went missing. So I don't want you guys to say that I just started pointing fingers. So we're clear, okay? At one point of time, I did leave because one of the workers um they were eating. The other workers were eating, but apparently one of them doesn't eat what they're eating. Like this really like liquidy, watery split peas soup they were eating, and then the other worker he refused. I don't know. He just said he eat. So I was like, "You're not eating," and plus he was like the youngest. He looked like he was the youngest amongst them. Like I am one of 10. There's no way he was gonna continue working in my place without having food. So when I felt like no one was looking, because to me I had hit like I had all of my important things, like the smaller things that people can grab hidden. I ran out of the place and I went and got bread and soft drinks, and I got soft drinks for all of them because I know the workers love soft drink Vento. I went and got that for them. And I came inside them and watched him eat because I was getting ready to give him my food, and he said, "No, I'll eat later." I felt like he didn't want to eat the food that I cooked because I already told her I don't eat meat and stuff. And in Liberia, people like to eat chicken and fish. They like meat business. It's not like other places where people like men mix meat up. Okay, whatever. But I did leave. I left to go get food and drinks for the guy. And plus, they were already pushing me out of the place, and also when they were moving around, like where I was technically sitting, I couldn't see anything in the place. And then the second time I left was when the guy, he was also in there painting, doing everything. He did majority of the painting by himself. So I had cooked, um, but again, he wanted meat. Like he ate some rice and butter. He ate some of the rice with like butter, and then I ran and went and got like bread and mayonnaise and stuff for him, and then I got him like soft drinks and stuff. So I did leave. Um, but to be honest, when they were working the way they had everything set up, they didn't want me in the place because of the dust, and even when painting we cover the stuff it was in, so it was situated a certain way. They really didn't want me in a place. So when everything happened, I wasn't just pointing finger at one particular group or individual. I went to lay a complaint. My camera got missing and blah blah blah. So that's what technically happened. So just in case y'all say, you blaming your landlords and stuff. No, I explained everything. I left the place because the guy tried to make it seem like, oh, when she wanted to leave her place, she made us leave out, which is not true. It was only one time, because when I first started the work on Saturday, um, I didn't really have enough cash on me. I ate dry rice. Sunday, I ate dry rice. Monday, when I came back, I told them, "You're here early in the morning. I'm going grab cash and a few things. I'm not eating dry rice again today." So I had them give me some time, and I went and grabbed my stuff. That's the only time I told him that. And then when he came to do the work, he told me that he was ready to start for the painting and doing everything. And I said I needed water because they used up all my water. And I wasn't leaving him in a place by himself, because being here, it's like a love and hate relationship. Like, someone gets on your nerve, you argue all the time, but at the end of the day, he's like my reflection. So it's hard for me to dislike him. So yeah, that's it. So I don't want you to say, I didn't fully explain everything, but that's what happened. could have just finished. Literally just finished with repainting the place. Let me show you. You just all up in my video. I put on the sea salt.